Right, folks, get in there. This is a FA Cup semi-final for Fox's sake special. You're probably looking at me back to front because I'm on my tablet and I can't be bothered to get my camera out and record it and do it all on the MacBook and do all that because I can't. It's 8:30 on a Sunday and I've had enough. I've cleaned the van, I've cleaned the car, bits and bobs, done the tea. June's got a headache. So anyway, the team was lined up and there was no Maddison. Perez started. Soyuncu's obviously back from his COVID Turkish experience. Regarding Maddison, Perez, Chowdhury, Wes and Harvey, I had my rant last week. I weren't impressed with the fucking lot of them. But when all's said and done, Rodgers is the manager. He gets paid to manage this. So I'll leave it in his hands. I don't mean that like I know best, but obviously he's the manager. He gets paid to sort it. If it goes tits up, it's his fault. The game was. I thought the game was absolutely good. Absolutely good. What kind of talk's that? I thought the game was quite a good game, to be fair. Even for a Leicester fan or a Saints fan, I think Southampton played really well. I think, they shut Leicester down. They wouldn't let Leicester play. Leicester did try to play it a little bit different. Yeah, we knocked it about at the back, and when we got forward, I just thought it was a thoroughly entertaining game. And for a neutral, I mean, whoever watches me for Fox's sake, and you aren't a Leicester fan or a Saints fan, please let me know if you thought it was a good game. I thought it was quite entertaining. In the 4th minute, Vardy won the ball, but he got injured. I think that Diallo, or whatever his name is, he got booked. He went in late, and then his other foot also caught Vardy. I thought it was a shocking challenge, a shocking attempt of a ball. It could have put Vardy out of the game straight away. And if you're that worried about a player like that and you've got to go and injure him and hurt him, then in that case, you can just fuck off. But there it is. Soyuncu and Schmeichel stopped a break by Ings in the 9th minute. They sort of bustled him out. They bullied him out, to be fair. And that Leicester started to knock it about after about 10 minutes. I thought, we were going to start kicking on a bit. But, fair play to Southampton. They shut us down. And they had a game plan. And Southampton were dangerous all the way through. In the 14th minute, Castagna went down the ball, put a ball down, and Perez went for it. He put the ball into the middle of the park, didn't he? And Perez went for it. It was a late tackle, but I think it was more of the fact it was a poor pass. And he committed himself, and it was a foul. I'm not denying it was a foul or anything like that, but it was just a poor pass, and I think it suckered him in. And I've put here, look, fair play to Southampton. They're shutting the Leicester down when they don't have the ball. I thought Southampton really, and in a way, I mean, I'm not going to feel sorry for anybody because when all said and done, I don't feel sorry for other teams who lose or that. But I thought they played really well. There was Perez and Ricardo working well down the left-hand side together. Perez trying to work a pass into the box. He went down, didn't he? He was doing his best. And you could actually see Perez. He's probably realised what a prick he is, along with the other ones, and he was actually trying to make amends. I think they've got to go a long way to make amends for what they did, but certainly by putting an effort in and a shift in, it does help. But there again, that is their job, to go there and put a shift in and put an effort in and get paid a lot of money for it. It's just one of them things, isn't it? We all make mistakes. I've made mistakes. You've made mistakes. Whoever I'm talking to, you've made a mistake. But this was a massive mistake, what they did. Iheanacho and Vardy combined in their half, Southampton's half, and Vardy had a shot. It was a weak shot. But, the thing is with Vardy is he's not scoring goals, but he's trying. And he's putting more effort in than somebody who is scoring, if you know what I mean. Vardy will be a team player. If he can't score a goal, he'll try and make a goal. And this is how it went on for the whole game. I mean, I've been making notes, but it's all about if and that, not if and that. It's all about Leicester trying to create, Southampton shutting them down, Southampton trying to create, Leicester shutting them down. And it was quite an entertaining game. And I thoroughly enjoyed it. And, you know, both teams were trying and going for it. And I just thought it was an excellent game to watch. I didn't watch the Man City game yesterday, or the Man City Chelsea. Those kinds of clubs just piss me off, really. They've got more money than fucking sense. Yes, Leicester have got, you know, Leicester are probably the 7th or something like richest club in the Premier League. But they're actually careful with the money. They don't just go out and buy just for the sake of it. And them teams don't. Anyway, when you've got the Super League, they can just fuck off, can't they? They can all go on. And then when you're somebody like Man United at the bottom of the Super League, and they're not making any fans get in there, they're not going to win anything, then fucking go again. Right, so Soyuncu was booked. The lad on the right-hand side, didn't he? But I don't think he actually touched him. I think he just fucking dived, rolled, and did a triple Salco and whatever. I think that was it. Just before the end of the first half, Perez gave a free kick away. He came in from the side. He looked like he won the ball to me, and I'm not just saying that because I'm a Leicester fan. I just, you know, that ripped. Before that, there was a few headers. There were a few corners. Ndidi headed it over. We got trouble with the dog. The dog's cut his foot. We've had to soak his foot in bloody salt water, and I'm trying to watch the game, and I'm trying to fucking fucking unbelievable. Ndidi headed it over, Vardy headed it over. It was saved, but we didn't really look to create anything. Once again, we were struggling on set pieces. I'm fed up with us struggling on set pieces. We've got to sort something out. We're not very good. I did notice in the second half that as Leicester midfielders pushed on to shut the opposition down, the Southampton forwards were invading the space between the defenders and the midfielders. It's like they dropped off 5 yards, and that was causing some problems for us. But we managed to sort that out. They just looked dangerous. They just changed a few things, Southampton did, and they actually upped the game. 54th minute, Vardy, the provider, going down the left-hand side, pulled it back. Iheanacho, his first shot hit the defender. And that's how it's been going for Iheanacho sometimes. Before he started his goal rush, he'd shoot wide, he'd get in the position and shoot wide, but he got the determination to carry on going to try and score the next one. Anyway, he hit the defender, came back to him, and he just slotted it and nutmegged the lad on the line. You know, one and a great goal, but it's the winning goal, and that's all that matters. But this is what I was saying about Vardy. Vardy's putting the effort in. He's still trying, and some people are starting to slag Jamie Vardy off. Don't slag him off, because it's his effort and his determination and his runs. You know, there'll be a ball coming through, and he'll go off that way, and he'll create space for whoever to come through. You know, Tielemans scored one the other day, and it weren't the fact that Tielemans scored the goal. It was the fact that Vardy had fucked off over there and dragged the player with him to create the space. And you cannot knock Jamie Vardy's work rate. There was a penalty appeal from Southampton. It hit Fofana on the arm. The ball came across him. His arm's here or here. I've seen the penalties given for that. Let's face it, if it was Man United, that would have been a penalty. That's just the fucking way it goes. It would have been a penalty. There was a corner. Schmeichel got a hand to it. It came in deep and he just fisted it away. There was one bit where Tielemans lost the ball in the 60th minute. Saints attacked, but Leicester shut them down. This was one of the other things that I noticed about Leicester, is that when the Southampton was coming at them, they did shut them down. They do this as well. I love it how they do that. It's such a great thing to see where they don't keep the arms up. I know Fofana, I've just said about the penalty appeal. But, you know, his arm was in. You know, if his arm's in, it's not... He can't fucking do anything else unless he just unscrews it and fucking puts it behind his back. But that was it. Saints had a shot outside the box in the 63rd minute. There were, you know, Saints were looking to up the game. I think with them just dropping off a little bit, and we were struggling to pick them up. But there was one bit that I did find funny. The ball was going through. Schmeichel were coming out, and I don't think he'd have made it as such. And Soyuncu just blocked off Danny Ings. And that's just the way it is, isn't it? Just blocked him off. Tielemans, he was always looking for space. He was dropping off, moving into space, looking to give the ball. Oh, I fucking love Tielemans. Really, really love him. He's doing so well. Maddison came on the 68th minute. I was expecting a little bit more. I don't know, perhaps he was trying too hard. There was a great turn on the 69th minute from Iheanacho to set Leicester away, but nothing came of it. Obviously, else it would have been 2-0. Maddison had a free kick in the 70th minute. Oh, fucked if I know what he was doing with it. It fucking went nowhere near anybody. I mean, there were 4,000 people in the crowd. Oh, yeah, that was good. I can't work that out. Just explain to me this. 4,000 people in the crowd, wearing masks, yet they've all passed the test to fucking get in there. In the outside. I don't know. I don't know how that worked. There was a Dealio, or whatever his fucking name is, stamped on Tielemans' foot. It was a stamp, and that was it. I can't... If it is that... I think teams are seeing Tielemans as a threat now, and they know that they've got to try and hit him. He had a few little nasty fouls. Iheanacho, he gathered the ball. He had the ball broke to Iheanacho, and he gave it away to to Maddison, who just twatted it over and wide. And then he did it again a couple of minutes later. Maddison had a shot, and he was getting closer. And he looked like he was trying to get in the game. It looked like he was trying to make up for his fuck up that they all did last week. Leicester were starting to really play well then again. The confidence was growing. The more Southampton had to chase the game, they were opening up a bit more, and Leicester were playing on and getting into them. Iheanacho in the 91st minute, Iheanacho got the ball from Castagna, and he was trying to work it way. He's a very busy player, Iheanacho. He's growing in confidence, and it's great to see. It's a great reward, and Leicester have rewarded him with a new contract. So as it is, we're in the final then. We all worked hard. All Leicester players worked hard. I think they would, they realised they fucked up against West Ham. Fortunately, West Ham have fucked up against Newcastle. That's gave us a chance to keep going for the Champions League. But fair play to Southampton. They battled. They played really, really well today. And like I say, I don't feel sorry for them. But, as close as I can get for feeling sorry for them, it's there. Rodgers is building, and we've got to take our time with him. And he's building for the future. You can see that Leicester are growing in confidence, to just get past the semi-finals. Semi-finals are never easy. I've never really played football. I was shit. I've played cricket. I weren't the best cricketer, but I've been in teams that have been in finals or associated with teams that have been in semi-finals and finals. And to get there and to get past that last hurdle to get to the final is a massive achievement. Whether it's local football, local cricket, or in the FA Cup, or wherever the cup is, there's World Cup or Euros. And so fair play to them, and to just get to the final now is a major achievement. And obviously we've got to play Chelsea, and it's going to be interesting, because is it going to be Chelsea, Leicester for a place in the Champions League? And obviously it's going to be iffy and goey, isn't it? Looking forward to it. I'm confident. I'm sure Chelsea are confident as well. And hopefully we can get a few players back. We can play well. We can get Champions League football. Then we can just go there and enjoy the day. If we win, we win. If we don't, we don't. I want us to win. We need to win. We need another trophy at Leicester. We need some rewards for the manager and the chairman, who have put massive amounts of money into the club. And we need things. We want to be a club that grows on success. We want silverware, whether it's like the FA Cup, the League Cup, the Championship, the Premier League title again, and we just want things. And that's how every club should be. But we do run the club properly, and it's great to see. And fair play to the players today. Well done, lads, after last week's abysmal fuck up by a few of them. Right, I'm going for a cup of tea. Ladies.